This week was significant in Queensland for a few reasons. There was a state budget presented and radical new laws that conflate biological sex and gender so that people can self-identify at law as, for instance, a woman, even if they were born a man, and vice versa. But it carries some serious and specific harms, particularly for women who need single-sex spaces for important safety reasons. Letting, for instance, biological men convicted of sex offences into women's prisons based only on their own self-identification as a woman is madness, and yet it is already happening, at least in Queensland and in Victoria. It is beyond traumatic for the large numbers of women who have been themselves subjected to sexual abuse who are in our prison system. And letting biological men who identify as women into domestic violence shelters, where they will be among women living in desperate fear for their lives at the hands of what is usually, but not always, a male partner, is just cruel. It's prone to make vulnerable women unwilling to use a shelter despite their desperate need. It's also prone to abuse by a determined or ruthless ex-partner. And the unfairness of letting biological men with different testosterone levels, but also different muscle and bone density that make for an obvious imbalance in the playing field, well, obvious it seems to everyone except governments and sports administrators, it seems, is such a deterrent for women to be involved in and to commit to competitive sport.